Oh shit. Sorry guys. And ladies. Yes. Almost 50 years old, I still have my hair. A couple grays that I've had since I've been in my 30s. I drink coffee in the morning, actually. Yeah, it's poison, but it's a good poison. It kind of wakes me up right away. I can just feel it. Even though I wake up with a good vigor. Like I said, my kitties get me up every morning in a good mood. 5 a.m. Pacific time. Now, who are we going to check out today? Well, I'm going to check out Blaha again today because, well, I always liked his channel before. I used to follow him a lot, actually. He used to make so many comments, everything, man. But he just would never give you a shout out or nothing. You tell him good things, right? And he just stopped answering, and deleted my comments all the time. And I used to think he was natural, man. Honestly, at first, I thought he was natural. I thought everyone was natural. Like, most people were natural. Because most people I knew actually admitted to steroids in the past, right? Because it really was no big deal to them to do that. I've seen people inject them as well, people friends of mine. And I never did it. And I'm so glad I never did. That's why lots of them are not even working out no more, I imagine. So, which video should we look at today? What do we got going? He's got 2 out there since... Actually 3. Chicken hormone poll. I'll tell you guys right now, I haven't eaten a chicken since 2017. I haven't eaten beef since 2017. Pork before that. Pork was the first thing I stopped, and that was a couple years before I stopped eating the regular meat. You know why? Because it's weird. If you let pork just sit there, flies will come out of it. And even, I used to put steaks and all that inside a bag, a sandwich bag, and put it in my fridge, and the blood would come through the bag on the plate. Over time. That's weird, isn't it?
The time is right. We need your help. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
All right, let's head inside. Are you ready, Rita?
My persona represents the strength of my heart. From here on, my heart will never falter.
It's only 30 seconds, right?
Just one more. Mission
They support YouTube now, and the influencers are back. So I'll give you guys one ad.
Tell us about the
And guess what? I'm even going to hit
a couple people kind of did chime in who know the
like.
truth, but this was prompted, as you guys caught, and who saw the other video, from a conversation I had with someone in person who had said,
I have to go turn off that fan
I
again.
respond badly to the...
Just 1 minute. Not even a minute. There we go. I'm back.
The steroids in chickens, and I just wish someone would make a law so they put less in there.
Steroids in chicken.
America. And that reminded me, that conversation, that there was a survey done a number of years ago on American citizens, and one of the questions that they were asked is, do they put steroids and growth hormone in chickens to give a higher meat yield, right?
Well, as far as I know, they put it in beef and everything. It's kind of weird in the States. When I drove down to Mexico City when I was 21, and I was from Ontario at the time. So I drove through Detroit City, drove all the way down, watch this, I couldn't even get a good steak at all. at the restaurants. Every restaurant I went to, the steak was just like, what the fuck is this? It had like shiny shit on it, like weird, man. All the way down. Crazy. And it was just, I couldn't even finish the steaks on my plate. So I just had to order regular hamburgers, but that's the same meat, right? I couldn't even get a good steak until, guess when? When I got to Texas, that's when I got a good steak. I'm telling you. For real. Laredo, Texas is where I stayed for a few days before I crossed the border, drove to Monterey to Mexico City. Crazy drive.
And 80% of Americans said that they do, and 20% said they didn't. Okay, now before I read this question out, we'll get into that. Here's what it says. It said, please do not research before voting, as I want to see how informed the average fitness-oriented person is on this topic. In the year 2010, approximately what percentage of chickens raised...
And I know the States is different. You guys put hormones in the milk, and it's just everything. Canada's a little bit different, I've heard, with the laws like that. But I imagine North America is pretty well almost the same. Am I wrong about that? I don't really research on that stuff. I just, I drink the good milk. I drink a 1% usually. I eat a good top quality mozzarella cheese. And I eat eggs. And out here, they're really fresh, I notice. Even if you buy the regular eggs, the yolk is orange. They're not 3 months old.
By factory farms in the USA that were used for meat consumption by the public were given anabolic steroids, testosterone, or growth hormone in order to produce a higher yield. Please note this is asking only about the USA.
She won't let me pick her up unless I'm standing up. If I'm sitting down, I'll let her go quick.
And it was kind of a trick question because I gave people ranges. And this is where it gets interesting. Look at the biggest range. Okay, 43% of people, that's the largest segment, believe that 51 to 90% of the chickens that were eaten and produced by factory farms, this was done with. Right, that's the biggest number. All right, 31%, second biggest number, said 91.
Okay, so big deal, right? They've been doing that for years. Okay? Why do you think all these people come from these other countries and they're all little, right? And then their kids, they come here and they're like 5 foot tall and 5'6". They come here and their kids go up to like 5'10", 6'4", right? Growth hormones in the food.
100%. All right. You guys know what the answer is? It's 0. And it has been 0 for my entire lifetime. I am 47. Okay? It has literally been a federal law on the books enforced by the USDA that no chicken can be given anabolic steroids or growth hormones if they are going to be consumed by the public. It is illegal. The companies would be fined millions of dollars if they get caught doing it. Okay? This is not a recent thing. I threw the 2010 in, and that was kind of a trick question because people said, well...
Okay. So, they don't take steroids? No. They probably put it in their food, so what they're eating is steroids, right?
Maybe it's changed since then. No. It's been the law of the land.
Okay, so what are you trying to say, Jason? You're trying to say... We know you take steroids, Jason. We know you've abused steroids. All you fitness influencers mostly have abused steroids in your life and you lie about it, okay? Right? That's the truth. You can't get away from that. So what are you trying to say about it? Let's find out.
Since anabolic steroids were first introduced, the same decade that they were introduced by pharmaceutical industries for humans in America, the laws went on the books. Cattle are given them, not other stuff. Pigs are not. Bison are not. So you're looking for bison, actually.
Okay. So the chickens aren't in the States. But they do grow really bigger. Why? How are they growing so much bigger now? You guys they fatten them up. Even their wings have gone smaller. Anyways, so beef, guaranteed. The beef is put full of antibiotics and all kinds of shit. And they even feed themselves. Don't they even feed the beef, the cows? Like, don't they grind up the dead cows or something like that and feed them that? And they're not even supposed to be eating that? Isn't that true? Don't cows just eat grass? Aren't they supposed to just eat grass? They're not supposed to eat meat, right? That's why they can't digest it. So I've seen these videos where they're pulling it out of their fucking. They have two stomachs and they're pulling it out of the stomach on them. Man. It's just insane. I stopped eating meat back then. That's one of the reasons, actually. And I just don't want to kill animals at all. I do like the free-range eggs, though.
Typically bison are antelopes or pigs or all poultry. So you've never eaten, in the United States, you've never eaten a chicken that's been given this unless you personally did it yourself, like would raise your own chicken that way.
Anyways.
All right. But how many people believe that? Okay? People actually believe that it's happening. And it's a legend. It's a myth. It is.
Okay, so we're just going to on about chickens and chickens. Beef is a better meat anyway than chicken, I've heard. I used to like those. I used to always go in though and buy those pre-made chickens, you know what I'm talking about? They're already there, like $10 or whatever. But you can buy them barbecue or regular. I used to grab a loaf of brown bread and a pack of like a thing of mustard, man. That'd be it. I just eat that right off there. I haven't eaten that for years. I loved it. One reason I stopped is because oh man, listen to this. So I was doing a brick job for this guy, and then I left the chicken inside a bag. All the bones and everything. It was like, for days, I was just sitting there. I came back. I was like, holy shit, I forgot this garbage on the person's, not the person, but it was an empty house. Right on the porch there. And I was like, what the it smelled like fucking death. And that was in 2017, and that was the last chicken I ever ate. I just couldn't believe the smell of it. Once something's dead, it starts to rot, right? That's it. You know, there's parasites and bugs all inside food, man. Even you and me, I guess, right? When we die, right? Eats out. Now, that's when I stopped. It just smelled like death, and I couldn't believe it. I just didn't want to do it no more. Yeah, there's steroids in all the fucking meat. Big fucking deal. You guys eat it. Some people don't. But whatever.
It's a pervasive myth that is so high. It is so high that 80% of Americans believe it. When I presented a fitness audience, people, many of whom claim to be very knowledgeable.
It's kind of funny how you're just talking about the chickens now, Jason. Like, what about the beef and all that?
About food and nutrition, right? What percentage got it wrong? Only 13% were in the 0 to 10. Which is
So what? They probably thought it was everything, man. They're wrong about chicken.
Realized it was 0. They knew that because they knew the law of the land. Like one of the guys who chimed in a little bit says, I know the answer, but I work as a manager behind a meat counter. Right? These people come in all the time saying, I want hormone-free and antibiotic-free chicken and all this stuff, right? They come in saying those things. You know, and he probably has the answer, well, everything I have on the shelf. But people just don't know. And it's not a poke at people, but I think this highlights the problem that we have. Okay, because this is a serious education discrepancy. This is serious. The people don't know these things. Particularly when those same people have strong opinions about food. When people chime in and say things like, well, I believe this food or that food is healthy. I believe this is good or this is bad.
Okay, so beef and all the other stuff except pork, maybe, they feed everything to them probably. Listen, the people that don't eat that shit and don't want it, they know it's in the fucking meats, man. It may not be in your fucking chicken, but it's in the beef. So they stop eating it, okay? And pork is just fucking disgusting anyway, isn't it? Anything you can't fucking eat. If you eat pork and chicken raw, what happens? You're gonna fucking be fucked, man. You can probably get away with beef a little bit, but you're still gonna get parasites from it if you eat it raw. It's no good. Like, come on. But if you eat the other shit like pork and chicken raw, you're fucked, man. So that's probably unhealthy to eat.
Right? And they start talking about various GMO things, different things given to animals, different things put on crops, and it's like, but do you actually know what is being done? So you say that you're against something, and people will say these things.
You know, you just can't get away with it now. You just got to eat whatever the fuck you think you can eat in moderations, man. Right? Except raw fucking chicken and raw fucking pork. Okay? Plain and fucking simple. You guys should stay away from that shit anyway. It's fucking NG.
Do you actually know if the thing that you were describing is being done? Can you name the specific thing being done? Do you know what it does? Are you aware of what the research says or doesn't say regarding it around the world?
Ooh, my hands are
Do
tired
you
from
even know what the
yesterday.
current laws are?
Oh, yeah.
And I've noticed that with a lot of issues. This is a big problem with the layman in any even political issue, because this is, hey, I want a law change. Well, that's, you're talking about.
Okay, so this guy just talks about one thing. It's like smoke and mirrors with this guy, isn't it? They're talking about all meat when they talk about it, man. And then really, why take a fucking chance? You believe in all the studies? Did you take that safe shit? I didn't take fucking nothing like that. I don't take that safe and effective bullshit in life, man. Do you? I don't fucking inject nothing in my body, man. I don't let nobody fucking inject nothing in my fucking body no more. Fuck them all, right? I don't give a fuck. But you guys take fucking steroids, man. Alright? And you're talking about a fucking chicken, how people are wrong about, they think there's steroids in chicken? Big fucking deal. So people were wrong. They were right about the beef though, weren't they? Why do chickens get so fucking fat in the cages? They overfeed them, maybe, that's why, right? Overfeed them with what? See how he doesn't tell you? They overfeed them with food, with antibiotics and growth hormone. Maybe not steroids, but growth hormone in the food that they eat. Fuck. Get rid of the fucking smoke.
Politics now.
And shit.
And I see this in other areas, not just nutrition and food. All the time, people say, I want a law change. And it's like, well, it's already a felony. Do you want to make it more of a felony? They're like, wait, what? Yeah, it's already illegal. What are you talking about? Do you want it to go from a felony to a super felony?
What's illegal, Jason? Can anyone tell me in the comments? What's illegal? Is it giving the chickens hormones right away, directly? Or is it illegal to give them hormones that's in their food? Are they allowed to eat hormones? What's the fucking difference? Same difference.
You're wanting to increase the fine from 1 million to 10 million? Like, how are you trying to make it more illegal? And they're like, oh, no, I just want it to be illegal. Well, you already got what you want, so why are you making a big fuss about it? But it's the same thing in these cases. And how frequently does that happen with food? I mean, people say that all the time. They say, I'm against X or Y as far as food or agricultural.
This video's almost done. It's fucking...
But do you even know what you're talking about? Or is it just something you...
Okay, this guy's fucking bullshit, isn't he, man? That's what pisses me off sometimes. It's like... So he says there's no growth hormones in the chickens, right? Actually, he didn't say that, did he? He said they don't give it to them directly. So they actually eat it, don't they? So I'm done with this video. Let's just see what else he's got to say in the last little bit.
Read somewhere. It's a rumor you heard, a myth you heard. And there are whole movements built around these myths that aren't even true. Okay? This is a perfect example. Go research it yourself. Find out this is illegal. It's been illegal. For most of you, it has been illegal for your entire life. Enforced by federal laws that do check. Okay? So just be aware of these things. And it's good to think or research before we speak. And I see it all the time. People are against all sorts of stuff with foods. I'm like, have you gone and have
strict
you
curls?
And I mean looked into it, and the peer
It's in my 70s last night.
Or anything says,
I'll make a video, I'll show you.
you just kind of
Just the 70 that brought it up and brought it down
You heard
slowly.
somewhere.
That eccentric is what works the fucking
All right,
science.
guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and the YouTube Music app all together.
Alright. I don't want YouTube Premium. And look how I still kept the like on there. Ready? I'll show you. See? I kept like. I'm not a fucking hater, right? Like you guys all hit fucking dislike on everybody's shit. I let people make some fucking money, man. And YouTube, you know, they make money too. That's how you gotta do it in life, right? You gotta fucking let people make some fucking money, right? Don't you? Instead of being such a hater in life about it, oh, I'm pressing dislike, oh, I'm not letting no ads play. I just let it play. I give you one. You know what I mean? If you get two, you're lucky. But I'll give you one all the time. And I even said that to other guys too on their channel. I let the ads play. They know who I'm talking about. Alright, peace. Coming from a steroid-free mason, brick mason, stone mason, block mason, concrete mason. I'm just a fucking master mason. And none of you can even come close to me. I'm almost 50, drug-free. Love it. Peace.